Okay, guys, let's start. Thank you so much for your attendance. Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Hello, good morning. Wake up. Okay, guys. So let's start with our classes in order to continue working on the level B1, unit number 8. As you can see my screen, the topic is My Life Would Be Great. Level B1, unit number 8. Let's continue working on the following unit. Okay, so today's topic is going to be the grammar. Use the second conditional. Now, guys, it is your turn to use the second conditional. The second conditional is typical as the last class we practiced, remember? So let me show you all the things about that topic, okay? Okay, let's continue because we need to practice and we need to continue with something different. Okay, yeah. And let's talk about the second conditional. The second conditional, guys, let me show you the structure, the grammar structure that you need to pay a lot of attention to it. Yep. Let's share the second conditional structure. There you go. Let's talk about the second conditional, guys. The second conditional is, first of all, what is a condition? No, you need to tell teacher, what is a condition? Well, guys, a conditional sentence or just a condition structure is just part of a sentence that expresses a condition. What is a condition? It's something that you need to do, or it's something that must happen before something else can happen. It's just a condition. It's to establish a condition in order to complete that condition. If that condition is completed, something is going to happen, right? So most of the time, you are going to start the conditional sentences with one of those words, if, when, or unless. In English, it is really useful to use, most of the time is if, the word. Unless, what is the meaning of unless? Unless is if not, okay? If not is unless, es si no. Si no es unless. Pero si no, de condición, okay? If unless, okay? If and when. Those are the words that you are gonna use for conditional sentences at the moment, because maybe in the future, in the next level, you need to know that we have provide, we have another connectors to express, in this case, the condition. Yep. So what is a condition? It's something that you need just to complete. And if that happens, something else is going to happen. Okay. Let's see what is the next one. So what is the second conditional, guys? The second conditional, it is used to talk about what? Look at this. Unreal. Unreal what? Unreal or, listen, impossible things. Unreal or impossible things. Unreal or impossible things. That is the second conditional. When you want to talk about something that is unreal or impossible, you can use the second conditional, guys. Look at the following examples that the next students are going to read. Please, the first student is our friend Miss Rocio. Miss Rocio, please, could you read the first example, the number one? Good morning. I listen to
Good morning. If I won a lot of money, I would buy a big house in Miami.
Thank you so much, Mr. C. Okay, guys, you did this. This is something hypothetical. This is not, it's unreal, it's impossible, okay? Porque ella, Miss Rocío, no ganó la lotería. No tiene el dinero de la lotería. Pero ella tampoco tiene una casa, va a comprar una casa en Miami. Es algo imposible, es hipotético, ¿ok? Puede que exista una pequeña probabilidad, pero es muy, muy pequeñita. De hecho, es imposible que sea. Okay, good. Thank you, Miss. What about you, Miss Raisa? Good morning. What about the second example? Could you read it? Where? The question.
Where would you live if you could live anywhere in the world?
Exactly. Where would you live if you could live anywhere in the world? That is a good question, right? How you can answer it? The same way. If I could live anywhere in the world, I would live in Miami, for example. Or I will live in Los Angeles, or I will live in Toronto. Okay, it doesn't matter. Just the answer, okay? Because it's just something hypothetical. Okay, thank you, Miss. What about you, student? It's gonna be Miss Mercedes. Good morning. Please, Miss Mercedes, help me with the third example. Negative. If you didn't.
If you didn't smoke so much, you will feel a lot of better.
Exactly. In this case, it's something hypothetical. It's like if you didn't smoke so much. This is something negative. Remember that you use the past simple. I told you. You'll feel a lot better. Okay. So you can use the second conditional, guys, to give advice to. Eso es un consejo. Si tú no fumaras tanto, te sentirías mejor. Eso es un consejo, ¿verdad? Le estás diciendo a suggestion. I mean, as a suggestion, or you are giving a piece of advice. Got it. And the last one is, if I had his number, I would call him. What is the real truth? ¿Qué es lo que sabemos? Que yo no tengo su número y por eso no le puedo llamar. Pero la condición dice, si tuviera su número, llamaría. Pero como no tengo su número, no lo voy a llamar. Entonces es algo imposible. Es hypothetical, es solo hipotético. O no es real. Got it? Thank you. Look at the structure, guys. Please note that we use the simple past in this type of conditional. Take a look to the formula. This is the formula, guys. Pay attention. Look at that. Try to understand the formula, or maybe try to understand the how to type a second conditional sentence. The first thing that you need is obviously the conditional sentence. The conditional sentence is going to be with if and the simple past. Remember the simple past. Use the simple past. For example, if I won a lot of money. If I won a lot of money. That is a example. Look at this, that you need what? Mira, look at this. You need what? A comma. If you don't use the comma, you are not going to write correctly. What is this? This is the comma. If you start with if, you need the comma. Then the subject plus would, remember would, in order to talk about hypothetical situations in the present or the future, and the verb in verb infinitive without to. Example, I would buy. ¿Se acuerdan que era would? Iría. La terminación iría a los verbos. Compraría, I would buy. Bebería, I would drink. Viviría, I would live. Llamaría, I would call. Yep. Then, this is the first structure, the primera forma de estructurar a conditional sentence. The second one, look at this, is starting with the result, porque esto es el resultado, con would. Ahora, empecemos con el resultado. Look at this, subject plus would plus the verb infinitive, plus the if, plus the simple past. Look at this, what is the difference? That in here, you don't use the comma. You don't have the comma, look at this. You have comma? No commas. Because if you start with if, you need a comma. If you don't start with if, you don't need the comma. That's it, guys. Look at this. You don't need the comma. You don't need it. Why? Because in this context, the if word or the conjunction if is going to be just a connector for our sentence. Okay? It's like the connector. In the first one, if is at the beginning, so you need a connector that is going to be the comma in order to separate it, the both clauses, the independent and the dependent clause, or conditional and result. Okay, remember, if the sentence begins with if, what do you need? You need the comma. If your sentence starts with the result with would, you need just the if in the middle of the sentence. Okay, do not forget that part of things, because it's going to be kind of confusing just to remember these kind of situations when you use clauses. Now, let's practice. If you don't have questions, practiquemos si no hay preguntas, chicos. Questions? No? It's clear? Yep, perfect, no questions. Let's practice. No se olviden, vamos a practicar. How we're going to practice? Well, in these sentences, I am going to give you the condition. You have, look at this, those are the condition. Now, what are you going to do? You are going to give me the result. Yo les doy a dar la condición y ustedes me van a dar el resultado. Example, the first one is for me. If I had $1 million, si tuviera $1,000,000, ¿qué haría? I would buy, or I would travel around the world. That is a good common answer. If I had $1 million, I would travel around the world. Si tuviera $1,000,000, viajaría a través del mundo o alrededor del mundo. Okay, so easy. Now, the next student is Miss Jessica. Miss Jessica, hello, good morning. Could you help me with number 2, please? Read it and give the result. Yes, Miss Jessica? Hello. Hello. Miss Jessica? No. Se ha caído Miss Jessica. So what about you, Miss Claribel? Could you complete the next sentence? If I met a celebrity. No, it's like the saying in Spanish. Si conocía a una celebridad, ¿qué haría? Oh, pues yo me tomaría una foto, teacher, con él. Entonces diría, I would I would take a selfie. Okay, I would take a selfie. You can say that too, guys. No? Maybe. For example, number 3, Miss Cecilia, what about you? If I found a wallet, se encontrara una billetera, what would you do? Okay.
I will regret, creo que es regresar, regret. De
Regret es otra cosa. Regret significa no.
volver, no sé. De volver a subir.
Okay. You can say find, encontrar. Find, I will find the owner. Encontraría el dueño. I will find the owner. Okay. I would find the owner. If I found a wallet, I would find the owner. Encontraría el dueño. O buscaría, perdón, buscaría el dueño. Buscar también podemos usar el verbo look for. I would look for the owner. Buscaría al dueño. I would look for the owner. I would look for the owner. Buscaría al dueño. Okay. Thank you, Miss. What about you, Miss Rocio? Number 4. If I could invent something. If I could invent something. Si pudiera inventar algo, Miss Claribel, Miss Rocio, what would it be or what would you do?
I would invent, no sé, cell phones.
I would invent cell phones. Yeah, cell phones. It could be a good answer too. Good, thank you. If I could invent something, I would invent cell phones. Yeah, good. It doesn't matter. Actually, in here, we don't have wrong answers. Okay, thank you, Miss. What about you, Miss Raisa? Number 5. If I could eat my favorite food forever, si pudiera comer mi comida favorita para siempre, what would it be or what would you do? ¿Qué haría o qué sería? What do you think, Miss Raisa?
I would eat sería biche.
Nature? With what? Miche, biche?
Ceviche.
Ah, ceviche. Okay, very good. I would eat ceviche. Thank you, good. What about you, Miss Mercedes? Number 6. If I had to go on a diet, si tuviera que hacer una dieta, what would you do?
If I have go on a diet, would I would do the keto keto diet.
I would what? What did you say? I would get?
And get the keto diet.
I would so okay. I think it's like this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, good, thank you. Okay, and what about you, Miss Jessica? Now, maybe if I were a scientific, si fuera un científico, what would it be or what would you do? No, no ideas, Miss Jessica, Miss Claribel, maybe? No? Okay, look at this. If I were a scientific, si fuera un científico, ¿qué yo haría? Pues I would find the I discovered, like you find out, remember discover, I would find out some cures, okay? I would find out some cures. Si yo fuera, chicos, un científico, yo descubriría algunas curas for some illnesses, okay? Illnesses, okay? You can say like that. If I were scientific, I would find out some cures for illnesses, okay? Illnesses. Okay, so that's it, guys. Easy. Questions maybe with the second conditional? Something that it's not clear, maybe? ¿Está todo claro? Recuerden, esa es la condición. Si la condición se cumpliera, se realizaría esto. Pero recuerden, no siempre se va a cumplir. Por ende, recuerden que pueden usar un could, ¿ok? Un might, por si acaso, ¿no? Porque, como, por ejemplo, por ejemplo, si esta persona encontrara en verdad una billetera, hay una pequeña probabilidad de que encuentres el dueño, ¿verdad? Entonces, encontraría al dueño muy poco, ¿verdad? Muy poco probable que lo encuentres. Podrías usar el might, por ejemplo. Podría buscar por el dueño, porque bueno, no se puede encontrar a veces, ¿verdad? Okay, guys, so good job. Thank you. Now, let me give you the result. Les voy a dar ahora el resultado y ustedes me van a dar la condición. Example, first is for me. I would travel the world. Viajaría al mundo. Ahora yo pongo la condición. Ustedes invéntense la condición. Example, if I earned, let's say $1,000, for example. Okay, if no, $2,000 per hour, okay? Let's say like that, okay? Yo viajaría en el mundo, chicos. I would travel the world if I earned $2,000 per hour. Si ganara $2,000 por hora, okay? Es algo hipotético, ¿verdad? Pero esa es mi condición. If I earned $2,000 per hour. El verbo earn es el que se usa para cuando recibes tu dinero. Okay, what about you, Miss Cecilia? Number 2. I would be a good singer. Sería una buena cantante. ¿Cuál es su condición?
If I practice it,
Yeah, okay,
my
good.
voice,
If I practice it, okay,
my voice,
if I
my voice.
practice my voice, yeah, good. Okay, sería una buena cantante si practicara with my voice, ¿no? I think it's with my voice. Si practicara mi voz. Yeah, good. Thank you. That's good. That's good. Thank you. What about you, Ms. Rocio? Number 3. I would visit the Eiffel Tower. I would visit the Eiffel Tower. What is the condition? Visitaría la Torre Eiffel y sus condiciones. Yes, Ms. Rocio, what do you think? Any idea? No, Mr. CEO, no ideas. Por ejemplo, yo visitaría la Torre Eiffel sí que, si tuviera dinero, si tuviera el pasaje, si supiera hablar, no sé, otro idioma. It doesn't matter. Remember, it doesn't matter here because it's just hypothetical. No importa porque es hipotético. Todo lo que digan es hipotético, no se va a cumplir. Entonces, I would visit the Eiffel Tower, visitaría la Torre Eiffel, Miss Rocío. Sí.
Tengo una pregunta, si está bien. Eh, if I work to have money,
If I worked so hard, let's
to
say,
have,
to have money.
mm,
Okay. Yep, that's good. I would visit the Eiffel Tower if I worked so hard to have money. Porque si trabajara tanto para conseguir dinero, to have money, tener dinero. Good job, good, thank you. What about you, Miss Raisa? The next, number four, sorry. I would speak more fluently. Hablaría más fluido si. ¿Cuál es la condición?
If I practice it too hard.
Okay, remember that two is negative, no? If I practice too hard, that's negative. Let's use another one. Podemos usar el amplificador so. Si usamos to, recordemos que estamos amplificando demasiado. Y trabajar demasiado. Si practica demasiado, es como que se saca el aire solo practicando. Entonces, not to, so. Okay, you can say so hard or hard enough. Let's use hard enough, okay? Para recordar este tema también ustedes. Ok, entonces diríamos, I would speak more fluently if I practice hard enough. Okay? Se hablaría más fluido si practicara suficientemente. Lo suficiente. Okay, good. Thank you, Miss Raisa. What about you, Miss Mercedes? Number 5. I would ask for help. Pediría ayuda.
I would ask for help if I need to fix something.
Yeah, okay, remember that is past, no? If I need it. Yeah, good.
If I need something.
If I needed to fix something. That is a good example too. If I needed to fix something. Good, thank you, Miss. Miss Cecilia, could you help me with the next? I would go to the doctor. Iría al doctor. Sí. ¿Cuál sería su condición? I would go to the doctor if
I
if I
being sick.
in this case the past, if I were, if I were, yes, if I were what? Sick, exactly. Good. I would go to the doctor if I were sick. Fantastic. That is a good example too. Thank you. And the last example, anybody wants to try it, maybe. The question, the result is, I would be a pilot. Sería un piloto. Sí, ¿alguien quiere colocarlo? No? Difficult? Let me try it. A ver, lo intentamos. I would be a pilot. Sería un piloto, sí. If I sería un piloto si if I didn't, let's use the negative. If I didn't, let's say it's an example, it doesn't matter. If I didn't, no, if I weren't negative. If I weren't be able, si no fuera, no. Let's say if I didn't. No, if I didn't, yeah, let's just didn't. If I didn't have, si no tuviera, okay. No, let's use a negative, let's say. If I weren't scared. Yep. Okay, you can say this. I would be a pilot if I weren't scared of heights, like that. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. This is the topic that you need to remember about the second conditionals. Sería un piloto si no tuviera miedo a las alturas, if I weren't scared of heights. Good questions, maybe. ¿Está entendido el segundo condicional, chicos? Porque ya les expliqué la estructura, entonces ahorita solo toca practicarlo. Ya lo practicamos de esta forma. Ahora es su turno de formar el second conditional. ¿Cómo lo vamos a usar? Lo vamos a hacer de la siguiente forma debido a que recuerden, el día jueves tenemos un speaking, no se olviden, jueves speaking de este tema. El día de hoy estaremos practicándolo, el día de mañana otra práctica, el día miércoles destrezas, el día jueves completamos este tema con un speaking. El día miércoles les envío más, ya, para continuar con el siguiente tema el siguiente. Okay, guys, if you don't have questions, let's practice. I am going to show you the first. Les comparto el primer ejercicio, the second conditional. This is going to be the first exercise. Let's practice as a game because I think it's going to be okay for you to practice these kind of things. There are a lot of questions. There are, if I'm not mistaken, there are 20 questions. So 1 minute for each question. 2 minutes, 1 minute per 2 questions, okay? So you can practice this kind of things. Let me show you the link and good luck, guys. Remember, practice and just answer the correct question. Just to choose, you don't have to type out anything. It's just to choose the correct answer according to the context. Remember, it begins with if. Si comienza con if, ¿qué necesitas? Pasado. ¿Ok? Si comienza con if. Si comienza con un sujeto, ¿qué necesitas? El would. ¿De acuerdo? Este es level B1, unit number 8, and the topic is the grammar, the second conditional. Please, guys, join to that exercise in order to practice this topic, and it's going to be easy. Somebody else, I need one more. No? Nobody else? Okie dokie. Let's start with the second conditional practice. Good luck, chicos. Recuerden, respondan 3 respuestas correctas y podrán abrir sus tesoros. Good job. Good luck. Yes, you did it. How was it? Very good, Miss Raisa. You're in the first place. 5 extra points for you. Miss Rocio. Good job, Miss Rocio. You are in the second place. Good job. Third place, Miss Claribel. Good job, Miss Claribel. Thank you. Third place. Okay, guys, how was it? It was difficult? Do you have questions, maybe? No questions. Perfect. Okay. In a chat of WhatsApp, I shared some things. The first one is a video on TikTok. Please watch it if you have questions with the topic of the second conditional. Watch it, and I share a link that you have 25 minutes to do one exercise. You are going to complete it in this moment. Lo vas a completar en este momento. Tienes arriba la explicación otra vez. Abajo, los ejercicios. ¿Qué dice? Write verbs in brackets, use the second conditional. Si comienza con if, ¿qué necesitas? Pasado. Si comienza con otra cosa y después la coma, ¿qué necesitas? Would y el verbo help. Eso es todo. Nada más. Acabas, colocas en finish, colocas tu nombre, yo colocaré prueba, ¿ok? Envías y tomas captura de tu calificación. Solo de la calificación, chicos. 1 sobre 10, envío. Nada más, ¿de acuerdo? Lo van a hacer en este momento. Tienen casi 15 minutos. El ejercicio está súper sencillo, como lo vieron. Si ustedes lo entendieron, lo pueden hacer. Está abierto hasta máximo el día de hoy hasta las 11 de la noche, ¿ok? Pero les recomiendo hacerlo en este momento para que no tengan inconvenientes, ¿ok? Questions, chicos, preguntas. No questions. Okay, so that would be everything. Let me stop. El día de hoy hemos practicado el second conditional. Si no hay preguntas, del día de mañana lo único que vamos a estar haciendo será nada más la combinación vocabulario-gramática. El día jueves practicamos, miércoles, perdón, terminamos la unidad, ¿de acuerdo? A la cuenta de 3, chicos, tomamos la foto de asistencia. Espero que pasen un bonito día y inicio de semana. A la cuenta de 3, thank you. 1, 2, and 3.